Hello students, welcome again in this beautiful world of accountancy. I hope you all are working hard at home. Now to this video we will cover remaining cases for treatment of goodwill in case of admission of a partner. But before I start, I'll suggest you all to please like and subscribe my channel. Now if you remember, in last class we had covered starting 4 cases or situations for treating goodwill. In this class we will start case 5. When new partner is not in position to bring his amount of goodwill in cash. In such situation, we will take whatsoever is amount required to bring as goodwill by new partner from his capital. Therefore, entry for treating goodwill in case when new partner is not in position for bringing it in cash is new partner's capital account debit to sacrificing partner's capital account. If new partner is not in position, we will debit his account and we will credit the account of the partner those are sacrificing their profit share in favor of new partner. Now for better understanding of situation number 5, I am starting one practical problem. But before starting that problem, I just want to tell you all, in business there is nothing for free. कुछ भी free नहीं है. If new partner is not in position to bring his goodwill in cash, therefore we will debit his account. It means हम उसकी capital से काट लेंगे. Now let's come to the problem. In the given problem, on the admission of Rao, it was agreed that goodwill of the firm of Murthy and Shah should be valued at rupees 30,000. Rao is to get 1/4 share of profit. Previously, Murthy and Shah share profit in the ratio 3:2. Rao can't bring his share of goodwill in cash. They wanted to pass journal entry in the books of Murthy and Shah at the time of admission of Rao. Now, first thing we should know, computation of sacrificing share, and that question falls under category 1 of ratio analysis of admission chapter. And under situation 1, when only two things are given to you, old ratio and new partner's share, in such situation your old ratio will be termed as sacrificing ratio. It means हमें sacrificing ratio calculate नहीं करना पड़ेगा. Straight away we will start doing working with Rao's share of goodwill, and Rao's share of goodwill is 1/4 of 30,000, which is equivalent to 7,500, and that 7,500 will be distributed between Murthy and Shah in their sacrificing ratio, which is 3:2. When we distribute 7,500 in 3:2, Murthy will get rupees 7,500 into 3/5, which is equivalent to 4,500, and Shah will get 7,500 into 2/5, which is equivalent to 3,000. Now after that we will pass entry, and that entry is Rao's capital account debit, since Rao is not bringing his share of goodwill in cash. That's why we are taking it from his capital by debiting his account by rupees 7,500, and that amount is to be distributed to sacrificing partner, to Murthy and to Shah in their sacrificing ratio, which is 3:2. And when we distribute it, Murthy will get 4,500 and Shah will get 3,000. Now case 6, when new partner brings only a portion of goodwill in cash, it means वो पूरा goodwill नहीं लाएगा, उसका एक part लेके आएगा. Again we will use the same concept. In business nothing is for free. जो लाया है वो ले लो, बचा हुआ पार्ट उसकी कैपिटल से ले लेंगे. इट मीन्स जितना कैश लाया उसका एंट्री अलग होगा, और जो नहीं लाया वो उसकी कैपिटल से काट लिया जाएगा. फॉर ब्रिंगिंग द अमाउंट ऑफ गुडविल, जितना वो पोर्शन लेके आ रहा है, दैट एंट्री इज कैश टू प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल, और जो नहीं ला रहा वो उसके करंट अकाउंट या कैपिटल अकाउंट से ले लिया जाएगा, एज द केस मे बी. Now, for better understanding of the topic, I am doing one practical problem. In the given problem, A and B are partners. They are sharing profit and losses in the ratio 3:2. They admit C into the firm for 1/4 share in profit, which he takes 1/6 from A and 1/12 from B. Here, sacrificing shares are directly given to you. Please put your focus on from word. From का मतलब होता है वो share आपको directly दे रखा है. It means you just need to make their denominator same. When we make denominator same for 1/6 and 1/12, we will get 2/12 and 1/12 in answer. It means our sacrificing ratio is 2:1, which is clear from here. Now after that they say that C brings only 60% of his share of goodwill. It means C को जितना लाना था उसका 60% ला रहा है. It means he is not able to bring remaining 40%, and that 40% will be taken from his capital. Now, goodwill of the firm valued at rupees 1 lakh. They want you to pass journal entry for recording the above arrangement. Now, first we will calculate their sacrificing share by making their denominator same. When we make 1 by 6 denominator equivalent to 12. We will multiply numerator and denominator both by 2 and we will get 2 by 12 in return. Similarly, B is already having 12 as denominator. Therefore, sacrificing ratio is 2:1. After making computation of 2:1, we will compute the goodwill is to be brought by new partner. C's share of goodwill is 1/4 of 1 lakh, which is equivalent to 25,000. Now, he is able to bring only 60% of 25,000, which is equivalent to rupees 15,000. It means remaining 10,000 will be taken from his capital. Now, entries for the question given on previous slide. Same question is here on this slide. First entry for bringing 60% amount of goodwill. When new partner brings 60% amount, that entry will be bank account debit to premium for goodwill. And that 15,000 comes from that working note which was given on previous slide. Next entry is for distributing that goodwill. When we distribute that goodwill, we will get entry premium for goodwill to A and B. Jitna laya utna baat do. And when we distribute that 15,000 in their sacrificing ratio, which is 2:1, we will get 10,000 and 5,000 in front of A and B respectively. Therefore, entry in this case is premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital account to B's capital account. And as I told you, in business nothing is for free. Remaining 10,000 will be taken from his capital. Finally, the last entry in which C will be debited and sacrificing partners, that is old partners A and B must be credited. And when we divide that 10,000 in their sacrificing ratio, A and B will get 6,667 and B will get 3,333 respectively. Now case 7. When goodwill already appeared in the books of account at the time of admission of a new partner. अगर आपको goodwill पहले से ही books में show कर रखा हो, and at the time of admission of a new partner, we must write it off. Because at the time of admission of a new partner, we will revalue it and we will ask him to bring money according to latest goodwill. That's why at the time of admission of a new partner, first we must write it off. And for writing off that goodwill, entry will be old partners capital account debit in their old ratio to goodwill account. Please keep this word in your mind. अगर गुडविल पहले से बैलेंस शीट में दिया हो, पहले हमें उसे राइट ऑफ करना है एंड उस केस में एंट्री होगा ओल्ड पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू गुडविल अकाउंट. नाउ फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ सिचुएशन नंबर 7, आई एम डूइंग one practical problem. In the given problem, one partner is admitted whose name is Rao. It was agreed that goodwill of Murthy and Shah should be valued at rupees 30,000. Rao is to get 1/4 share of profit. Previously, Murthy and Shah shared profit in the ratio 3:2. Rao is not in position to bring his share of goodwill in cash. जब नया पार्टनर गुडविल नहीं लाता तो उसके कैपिटल से लिया जाता है. Therefore, in this case, total amount of goodwill is taken from Rao's capital. Now, they want you to pass journal entry in the books of new firm after admission of Rao, when goodwill is already appeared in the books at rupees 10,000. जैसा कि मैंने आपको पहले बोला, नई गुडविल का एंट्री करने से पहले फर्स्ट वी मस्ट राइट ऑफ ओल्ड गुडविल फर्स्ट, एंड दैट एंट्री इज old partners capital account debit to old goodwill. It means here we will pass entry Murthy's capital account debit, Shah's capital account debit to goodwill, and amounts are 6,000, 4,000 and 10,000 respectively. After writing of old goodwill, as Rao is not in position to bring his share of goodwill in cash, it means we will take that goodwill from his capital. Therefore, we will do working note. First, we will compute the amount of goodwill which Rao has to bring, that is equivalent to 1/4 of 30,000, which is 7,500. And when we distribute that 7,500 in their sacrificing ratio, which is 3:2, because इस क्वेश्चन में भी आपका जो रेशियो से रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन है वो सिचुएशन 1 में फॉल करता है, एंड सिचुएशन 1 में आपका जो ओल्ड रेशियो था वही सैक्रिफाइसिंग रेशियो था. Therefore, we will distribute this 7,500 in their old ratio, out of which Murthy will get 7,500 into 3/5, which is equivalent to 4,500. Shah will get 7,500 into 2/5, which is equivalent to 3,000. After knowing the amount, we will pass the entry, that is gaining partners, it means new partner, to sacrificing partner, it means old partners capital account. So entry is Rao's capital account debit to Murthy's capital account to Shah's capital account by rupees 7,500, 4,500 and 3,000 respectively. Now, Finally, the last and one of the most important topic related to goodwill whenever new partner is admitted in existing firm, that is hidden goodwill. Hidden goodwill होता क्या है? As the name suggests, hidden means छुपा हुआ. ये goodwill वो goodwill होता है जो partner के कैपिटल के अंदर ही हिडन होता है, छुपा हुआ होता है. So we must search that goodwill first. हमें उस goodwill को पहले सर्च करना होगा. I am repeating it again. जितना किसी पार्टनर को कैपिटल लाना होता है, जब वो कैपिटल उसके प्रपोर्शन में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा लेके आता है, द एक्स्ट्रा विच ही इज पेइंग इन एडिशन टू हिज एक्चुअल कैपिटल, दैट एक्स्ट्रा इज नोन एज हिडन गुडविल. बट हमें वो कभी डायरेक्टली गिवन नहीं होगा. वी मस्ट डू सम टाइप ऑफ वर्किंग फॉर कंप्यूटिंग दैट हिडन गुडविल. एंड स्टेप्स फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग दैट हिडन गुडविल्स आर, फर्स्ट वी विल कंप्यूट कैपिटल ऑफ द फर्म ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ न्यू पार्टनर्स शेयर. इट मीन्स जो भी नए पार्टनर का कैपिटल है उसके हिसाब से हम पूरे फर्म का कैपिटल निकालेंगे. एंड द फॉर्मूला फॉर कंप्यूटिंग दैट टोटल कैपिटल ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ न्यू पार्टनर is covered under step 1. That formula is new partner's capital into reciprocal of new partner's share. After that, we will compute actual capital of the firm. That actual capital of the firm is computed by total capital of old partners plus their current account balances if any, plus reserves, plus profit and loss credit balance, minus profit and loss debit balance, minus deferred revenue expenditure, plus new partners capital. And one more thing you should remember which is not written here, that is goodwill, that should be subtracted from net worth. After computing actual capital or net worth actually in the business, your next step is to compute goodwill of the firm. But first we must know net worth can also be computed by the formula sundry assets minus outsiders liability, or capital plus accumulated reserve minus accumulated losses. Now goodwill, finally the last step, how we can compute hidden goodwill. That step is step number 1 minus step 2. It means the capital which is computed by taking new partner's capital as base less actual capital of the firm. Now for better understanding of the topic of hidden goodwill, I am doing one practical problem. In the given problem, X and Y are partners with capitals of rupees 50,000 each. They admit Z as a partner for 1/4 share in profit of the firm. Z brings 80,000 as his share of capital. The profit and loss account shows a credit balance of rupees 40,000 as on date of admission of Z. They want you to pass necessary journal entries in the books of firm for recording the value or treatment of goodwill. देखिए इस क्वेश्चन में कहीं पे भी गुडविल से रिलेटेड कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दिया हुआ, फिर भी वो हमसे गुडविल का एंट्री पूछ रहा है. That's why this question is known as question of hidden goodwill. Now, in such situation, we must compute total actual capital of the firm first. And the formula for computing total actual capital of the firm is old capital of old partners, that is X and Y's capital, plus undistributed profit or reserves, less undistributed losses, less any fictitious asset if given, less goodwill if already appear in the books. Now, on adding X and Y's capital in undistributed profit with Z's capital, we will get total capital of the firm as rupees 2,20,000. After computing actual capital of the firm, next step is to compute capitalized value of the firm on the basis of Z's share. And as we know, Z is admitted in the firm for 1/4 share. Therefore, actual capitalized value of the firm on the basis of Z's share is 80,000 into reciprocal of his share, which is equivalent to 3,20,000. Now, finally, the last step, computation of goodwill of the firm. And as I told you, capitalized value of the firm on the basis of new partner's share less actual capital of the firm will give you goodwill. When we subtract 2,20,000 from 3,20,000, we will get goodwill as rupees 1 lakh. And that goodwill is known as firm's goodwill. ये किसका goodwill है? firm का. इसमें से Z का शेयर कितना होगा? 1/4. Therefore, once we complete working on previous slide, let's start journal entries. First journal entry for bringing capital by Z is cash account debit to Z's capital account by rupees 80,000. And as you know, इस 80,000 में ही goodwill था. Therefore, we will subtract that goodwill by debiting Z's capital account and crediting sacrificing partner. As I told you कि बिजनेस में कुछ भी फ्री नहीं होता, तो जो गुडविल का पैसा था वो इसकी कैपिटल में ही छुपा था, इसलिए हम उसकी कैपिटल से ही काटेंगे by debiting Z's capital account, and that amount must be given to sacrificing partner in their sacrificing ratio. But in this case, no ratio is given to us. Therefore, I am distributing that 25,000 amount of goodwill which was computed by us on previous slide equally, and out of which X will get 12,500 and Y will get 12,500. Therefore, entry is Z's capital account debit by rupees 25,000 to X capital account to Y's capital account by 12,500 each. Now, it's time to say goodbye. And please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel once again.